So,
I'm the DA fairy. Every time there's a DA, I show up. She had it coming. Let's put some crack on her.
remind me a story about PlayStation Store and me.
What'd you do?
Pretty much it. So, was it yesterday? It was yesterday. I was on, after we got like Mutant Football League, whatever it is, and Super Mega Baseball 4. Have you tried those, by the way? All right. I know, I saw you playing Mutant Football League. Fun, isn't it?
Still don't know how to bribe the fucking ref. Bullshit that I can't kick them while they're down, but they can kick me while I'm down.
You just, what do you mean?
Every time I get a completion or they tackle me,
It's a penalty, right?
no.
No.
They'll tackle me and then,
Yeah.
But when I tackle them when they're on offense, fucking punch him while he's down.
I don't even bother doing that. Have you, you figured out how to do all the bribes.
No.
No? All right, so.
No, I've actually been trying to actively play and beat people.
No? I think my best game is a shutout, 58-0. Like, I fucking torched them. If you, on your play screen.
So you can win at the game.
Oh my god, yes. Easy. And on your play screen, well, Blitz is a different fucking beast. So, and this is Blitz, just, different skin, basically.
Joking.
When you're going through your formations, like special team, like whatever, 4-man or whatever it is, Blitz, keep going over and it'll have dirty plays. Click dirty plays, and then that has like bribe ref. That has all your special abilities, like bribe ref, murder ball. Some like not every team has different, like 4 different abilities, 2 offensive and 2 defensive. I can't remember what team has it. It's not the Niners or whatever, the 4D Nightmares. That's what they're called. So they have a murder ball. So when the quarterback passes it, any defensive player that gets in the way just goes right through him and kills him instantly, and then goes right to the receiver. Doesn't mean they'll catch it, but it fucking annihilates anyone who tries to get in the way.
Nice.
What the fuck is it? They're the Chronic, the Mile High Chronic. It's supposed to be the Denver Broncos. Their one of their abilities is all of a sudden they activate it and your whole screen goes like mushroom fucking like crazy colors and all your controls are reversed. So you're going around like you go to drop back, all of a sudden you're running toward the line. You're like, oh god, you go back and you're going a different direction. You try to pass it and you have fucking no idea where you're passing it to and shit. And the screen's like doing this and like, oh my god. If I found out if a team, like when I first played it, I'm like, what the fuck? I scored 4 touchdowns. Every touchdown got called back for one of their penalties, right? Have you gotten a penalty yet?
No.
It says like penalty for not bathing something or what. It's just like stupid penalties. Like what the fuck? So I was like, all right, fine. So I did like a play action. Ended up running one down for a touchdown. Got a touchdown. I'm like, there we go. Penalty again. I'm like, what the? 4 fucking times I got a touchdown as a penalty. I'm like, what is going on? And then I was going through the plays and it said dirty plays. I'm like, what's this? It said bribe ref. I'm like, huh. So I hit bribe ref. Instantly it was gone. Like there's no more penalties. I'm like, oh, they fucking bribed the ref against me. I'm like, oh, I get it. I get this now. That's when I was like, I understand this game now. So it's off the wall crazy. Like,
it's fun.
Have you turned the, I don't want to say gore, but like if you go into the settings, you can turn the brutality or whatever to massacre, and that makes it so it's basically turning, like if you played any regular football game, it's like turning injuries up to maximum. So instead of every now and again you might get a murder or whatever they call it, like every fucking play someone on your team is dying or someone on the other team is dying. Like you hit them and they fucking blow up and shit.
We're gonna have to make this a short one tonight so we can play online because I want to play this game.
Well, there's not a lot. I have a couple different things, but it's not a lot in like topic wise. Yeah, so that's that. And then there's the baseball
Super
game.
Mega Baseball. Fuck that game.
I like that game because it's not
stupid.
It's not as serious as like the show. For me, it just feels as like this is perfect. It's not super in depth. You can adjust it. So I have a season going on, a 28 game season of every game's 5 innings. Like, not full 9 innings. Like, that's perfect. I can sit down, game lasts 10, 15 minutes, and go through, do whatever. And I found out you can edit, like, everything. Anyone in the game, you go in, you can edit. So I've made, like, different people. I made Girly her own team and everything. I've made, like, my own, like, what do we call the crushing kaijus? They had, like, a giant monster. And I'm like, but, yeah, it checks all the boxes. Like, this is not a serious baseball game. It's kind of like Wii, sort of, and like the cartoony fun factor.
I gotta go. Oh, we gotta make 2 teams. You could be the SA supporters, and I could be the DA groupies.
I'll be called the Epstein Islanders. That checks 2 boxes.
Aroused and confused. Yes.
I was thinking more ethnic, but whatever. So that's 3 boxes, whatever. So,
hey guys. Yeah, but fuck that game.
What's up, everybody?
Dude, I kid you not. I played that game. I did one fucking.
Wait, pause this for a second.
None of that.
Okay, go ahead.
So yeah. So did it record any of that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
It's just there was a slight feedback, and I know where it comes from. So I just unplug and plug back in and get rid of it.
I was going to say...
It'll probably just be like a...
Never mind the joke. Then I was like... So, yeah, once the bleeding stopped, they were able to burn all the evidence. Hey, guys.
Huh?
No, but... So the first game, I played one game of that. I did the tutorial. I'm like, oh, okay, it's pretty easy.
You know what I can actually do is just cut that and put it at the very beginning, and then the credit, and the intro.
Fuck yeah.
Like I used to in the old podcast.
God. Baby albums, bro. That one. Jesus Christ. No, so I went to the tutorial, like, home run. All right, cool. This is easy. Pitch, strike out every time. Awesome. Get in the first game. I chose the best team against the worst team.
That's what you always do in sports games.
Yeah.
You always like, how does this game work? I'm not going to get torched. I'll get pissed off and never play it again. Fill in.
I think by the 4th inning it was 11-2.
Hey, you were doing good. The other team.
Yeah. I'm tip this.
You do know in it you can adjust the difficulty on the fly. It's like it's called your what the hell is it called? Your ego.
Yeah.
And it goes from 0 all the way to 99. 99 being the hardest. So you can adjust that and make it like TISM handicap. Or make it like can't touch me.
Well, that's the thing. It's like I'm like, all right, this chip says you're pitching an awful lot down the middle. No, I'm not. I'm pitching every other corner. And it's like, try sitting on the outside. Okay, pitch down the middle. Oh, I got a strike. Pitch down the middle. Home run. It's like, motherfucker.
Well, the first pitch is understand baseball. Setup pitches. Waste pitches. Outside pitches to set up the next pitch. Up and tight, up and tight, up and tight, up and tight. Fastball, out. Wasted balls. And then down and away, breaking ball. Off speed. Almost every time a whiff. Strike. It's usually the knockout pitch. Anyway, back to my story.
Bullshit.
So I was going through, and the way I do like PlayStation stores, I'll put things in my cart. It's like Amazon and everything else. And I'll go through and be like, maybe not. I'll put it in my cart. So I went through, and there's a Creed boxing game. It's like it's kind of cartoony.
It's VR, right?
No, it's like Creed like Champions or Legends Champions, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's got all the like the enemies or the characters from all the movies, Creed and Rocky, and then like some made-up characters. I think there's like 16 fighters altogether. I was like, well, that seems kind of cool. So I put that in my cart, and then they had the remake of Secret of Mana. I'm like, there's 3 fucking games, Secret of Mana, now in that
Creed
series.
Rise to Glory.
No, that's not the one.
Championship? Okay, sorry.
So, yeah, and then I put Secret of Mana in there. I'm like, maybe. Because I'm like, I love the original Secret of Mana. And I've seen the remake. It's been on there, a few years now. I'm like, maybe I'll put it in there. And then I was going to go through and get, like, the 99-cent extra teams and mutant Mutant Football League. So I got like the Niners version or whatever, and then there's like a couple other ones like the Saints version, stuff like that. It was like 99 cents, like $1.99. Well, I went to get one of the teams, the Ravens.
I know where this is going.
Yeah, I think everyone knows this. I went to get one of the teams, and I hit X to add it to cart. Well, it didn't do anything. And so I went to hit X again. And from the time that my thumb started to go down to hitting the button and pressing it, the screen finally flipped. And in PlayStation, if you don't know, there is no order, confirm order, and then hit. Your press is your order confirmed. So I hit it. I'm like, oh. Luckily for me, like a week ago, I had gone in and cleared my cart because I had Bum Simulator in there. I had probably $130 worth of games in there, minus what, like, that was like $60. What was in there just now. That would have been like a $200 fucking bill. I'm like, ugh. But I did clear it out. There was a bunch of stuff in there. I'm like, what's this? I don't know. I'll look at it later. What's this? That looks kind of, the Bum Simulator looks fucking hilarious, but I was like, am I actually going to get this? It's like, it's a full price game. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I can't justify $50 to make believe I'm a fucking homeless drunk. So, I have Secret of Mana. I have the Rocky game. And I got a whole bunch of fucking the mutant football teams. I have no regrets. Initially, I did. I'm like, what the fuck? Well, all right, whatever.
There's parental settings for a reason.
It was on my file.
Yeah. I have it set up even on my file where you have to put in a passcode.
Well, I don't often go on there and shop anything.
And here's another thing. Why do you add it to the cart? Why don't you just add it to your wish list? There's a wish list.
There is. But the problem is with a wish list, if it's anything like Amazon, my Amazon wish list is like 600 fucking items long. Where is it? I might as well just search it. So if I put it in my cart, it's a almost dedication. Whereas wish list is like, I could fucking add anything to that.
I don't.
I find that hard to believe. You have Mechanic Simulator. You have Mechanic Simulator. Didn't you just talk about The Sims like a couple of shows ago? Like, I work. Why would I want to? Like, but you have Mechanic Simulator.
Yeah, but I'm not a mechanic.
You used to be for like a dozen 6 minutes.
Like 6 months.
Whatever. I don't know. Yeah, so I got fucking some new games and shit. Right after I got some new games and shit. There's one thing I haven't figured out with the baseball game is how to hit home runs like this. I can get single after single after single.
Yeah, I can get single. Everybody else apparently knows how to hit a home run for every pitch. A slider that I literally make it hit the ground. Somehow the fucker hit a home run on that.
Sounds like you raise the difficulty to 99. You're like, 99?
I didn't even touch any settings.
Oh, you're just bad.
He's always fucking hated sports games.
I was going to say, you are like an angry video game nerd. I don't know sports. I don't know anything about sports.
I know sports. In real life, I'm good at them. Video games seem to be the only fucking game I can never get good at, except for boxing. Fight Night Round 3, Fight Night Round 2, and Fight Night Round 3. Fight Night Round 3 was on PS3, and I actually had went 100-0 on that game.
Have you seen...
I wish they'd come out with another Fight Night. I missed that fucking game.
Isn't that, like, defunct, that series now?
Yeah.
Is it?
Now it's all UFC shit, which don't get me wrong. I love UFC.
So
I love watching UFC.
I tell you what.
But Fight Night Round 3, dude, it had... Excuse me. Oscar de la Hoya on the cover.
Right.
It was fucking amazing.
The last awesome boxing game that I played one match of the Rocky one, and it's fun. It's like it's arcade like, so it's like over the top, and it's like that's what I was looking for. But the last awesome boxing game that I played was Knockout Kings 2000. It was for PlayStation. Well, PlayStation 1 had Knockout Kings 2001, which is awesome, but it was all like the greats through time. Well, not all of them. I think there was like probably 24 or 28 boxers in the game. But it had like De La Hoya. It had like all, from the heavyweights down to the featherweights and everything.
You'll have to send me the... You played the Creed game today?
Not today, no. I played a match a day or two ago.
All right. Let me see how to figure this out.
Yeah, but it was arcadey, but also realistic-ish. So like, it wasn't like I'm at. Well, I don't know how Fight Night is. Like
I miss Fight Night.
Before that, you know, what was an awesome game was Evander Holyfield's Real Deal Boxing on Sega, on the Genesis. I still fucking play it on my emulators. Like, this is awesome. It's so fucking... There's, like, a combination of 6 punches you can throw, and there's, like, up, block low, block high, slip, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
You got it?
Big Rumble Boxing, Creed Champions.
Yes. So far...
$40?
Yeah. That was 2/3 of the $60.
Oh, dear God.
I wasn't going to get it originally, but I'm like, well, fuck, I got it now. MMA games. The last awesome one that I played, actually the first and last, like the best that I've played was Pride FC for PlayStation 2. Like I played the shit out of that game. I love that game. And then UFC came out. I think it was like Sudden Impact or something like that for PlayStation 2, and I got that. It might even be over there. I got it, and I played it a little bit. I'm like, it's not Pride, though. Like, Pride was fucking different. It was awesome. It was just UFC inside of a ring instead of a cage. It's over in Japan.
Nah, see, Fight Night Round 3 was my shit. They had like...
Oh, that's right.
You remember how Madden had, like, the pro stick way?
Yes.
Like, there was the basic commands where you could just hit a button, pass the player. But then you had, like, the quarterback special where you had, like, you'd use the joystick and actually, like, pull back, throw it. Yeah. And it was, like, real throw almost. Like, you had to be really good to use it.
It's like Pro Flight and regular Flight and Warhawk, yeah.
Well,
I started to do that shit.
Fight Night Round 3 had that. You could use your buttons to do...
The Super Mega Baseball has that. They have, like, the regular... swing, and then they have what they call the power swing, but that's the one where you got time, you're like kicking your leg up and actually
hold it. Yeah,
that's fucking wonky. I'm like, oh, gee, yeah. The pitch is easier. Yeah. I think it's the fucking swing with that swing is like, oh god.
I got to the point where I ended up switching off of the buttons. I stopped playing ranked matches for a little while. I got off of the buttons and I tried the joystick throws.
All right.
Got to the point where I was beating the game on Elite. Like, okay, well, I'll go back into ranked. Fucking annihilated.
Oh, yeah?
That was one of the... Oh, my God. That was one of my favorite games. Literally. 100-0.
Oh, it's not in.
And that was before trophies. That was one of the first few games I ever beat on a PlayStation 3 Plus.
What? They have Mutant Boxing League.
I'm already looking.
It's $24.49. But it's VR, so I don't know. Like, I don't know, like VR... bullshit.
Mutant.
Have you seen? I think it's called. Hold on a minute. Undisputed boxing game. It's like $80 but it has like a roster of like 90 boxers all through whatever.
No, I have no.
No, and there's like
Undisputed
add-on packs.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, there's add-on packs now of like.
Oh shit.
Like, it looks pretty good, but I'm like, yeah, but I don't... Do I want to commit to that? I don't know.
Wait a second.
What?
I might already... When did this come out?
Maybe a year or two ago?
Release 10/8/2024. I wonder if I have this in my collection. It might have been a free game.
I think I would have picked it up if it was. Maybe not. Maybe I just missed it.
How do you check your shit?
70+ licensed fighters. More to come. Ali, Sugar Ray. They don't have... I looked up. They don't have Mike Tyson, though. I was like, that's a deal breaker for me. Tyson Fury.
Yeah, he's a good fighter. I can't.
They have 2 versions of Tyson Fury, too. They have him from like 2019 or 2018, then him from last year.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I didn't look it up, but let me check something really quick. Gamer, YouTube. I might have actually watched videos on
I watched
see
a
if
video.
it was worth it.
Because that's when I was looking around for like a decent boxing game. But I wasn't sure exactly what route I wanted to go. So I came across a Creed one. I was like, that looks like what I'm looking for. Like, I'm so tired of playing serious football, or like just sports games. Like, I need something more laxed. So I looked for all the kind of arcade style ones now.
Trailer. Official trailer.
I mean, that's why I stopped playing like the WWE 2K series. Started playing Fire Pro. It's just crazy.
Welcome to Undisputed, the most authentic boxing video game to date. Whether you're a seasoned early access player or a newcomer, we're here to show you what makes this game so unique. At its core, Undisputed delivers a boxing experience like no other. Focus on fight strategy, punch selection, and mastering control of the ring. It's designed to bring you as close to the feeling of boxing as possible.
Like, it looks cool.
Without the bruises. First up, let's talk about the gameplay mechanics. Every step, every punch, every slip, the control is in your hands. The question is,
There's a game coming out, I think on PC. It's like Underdog or something like that. Boxing, it looks fucking awesome. But it's on PC. Like, of course it is. Whatever. A good 1-2 punch fucking boxing game. Satisfies sports-wise, but also not too serious. Whereas, like, this, I don't want grindy. I want over the top. I want someone like in Knockout Kings 2000 when, like, you had a special move. It was like, BAM!
I remember that game. Actually, I do remember that game. We played it together.
Yeah, it's fucking fun, but it's not like Ready to Rumble boxing.
Yeah.
Like, that was too cartoony for me. Like, Knockout Kings is like, right in the middle. So the Democrats call for a vote.
A vote of what? No confidence?
Yes.
What is this, the fucking empire?
It could be. Trump might be the Antichrist. Although,
Or the Sith Lord.
Something was said today, like, oh, wow, look at that. Epstein, even in death, has united Democrats and Republicans in this one simple cause. I'm like, oh, my God, Epstein's the Antichrist. No, they call for a vote to release the files. You hear anything about that?
No.
This is earlier this week they did that. So the GOP... so the Democrats called for the vote, but the GOP ended up blocking the release. I was just like, well, that's a bad look on its surface, which most people won't look beyond that. So
No need to discuss it further. Continue.
Well, no. Here's the thing. So in the Epstein files, there's some glaring issue with what's included in the Epstein files. Any guess?
Taxes?
No. But that right there is exactly why this was a brilliant move by the Democrats. Included in the Epstein files is a little thing called child pornography. Anybody in their right fucking mind would say, no, we're not releasing this. But most people don't look at it like that. They think Epstein files equals Epstein list. Just the list. Release the list. Release the files. No, we're not going to do that. Why are you covering it up? Bullshit. And most people are going to read it that way. Until you look, it's like, well, what's in the files, not the list? Well, it's everything that happened, including all these tens of thousands of hours of footage with kids. Not going to release that. So the the Republicans go, no, we're not doing that. Perfectly played by Democrats so they can go, why are they blocking it? Why don't they want to release it?
Yeah.
I was like, well played, Democrats. Well played. So, yeah, they don't want to do that. They're not going to release that. I will say this, though. Initially, when I heard it, I'm like, what? Why would they block it? And then you're like, well, no shit, they're going to block it. Like, of what's actually included in it. But then I thought, it would have been interesting if the GOP went, yeah, okay, go ahead. Now because what they were trying to do is get a vote to see whether or not they were going to release the files. Republicans should have just went, yeah, sure, go ahead. Let's see who votes to release all those videos. And then the whole world would have been, who's going to vote yes? We can see exactly who votes what. Like, just to play, if they're going to play this game, it's like, fuck it, let's play this game. Of course, that didn't happen. So.
They ain't stupid.
But here's the thing, too, is within this vote, what was actually voted on. So what actually was voted on, it's a procedural vote to control the floor, which Republicans weren't about to do. And what that means is it's a vote in Congress, a procedural vote, to vote on rules, processes, or steps to determine how legislation will be considered rather than on the substance of the legislation itself. It says these votes are usually about managing debate, amending times, or other preliminary rules. Common purposes: 1, advance a bill, such as moving a bill forward to the next stage from the committee to the floor. 2, limit filibusters in the Senate. Cloture votes, for example, are procedural and required a supermajority to end a debate. And that's what a cloture vote is. Like, all right, we're done with this. To adopt or reject a rule from the House often votes on a rule provided by the Rules Committee, which structures debate for a specific bill. 4, determine the agenda, votes on what businesses will come up for consideration. And 5, and probably the most important for this, is to set debate rules, decide how long the debate will last, who can speak, and how long amendments will be handled. What was voted no on this was the Democrats wanted pretty much all the time to say, this is what we want to happen, and GOP wouldn't really respond. And the GOP went, no, we're not doing it like this. And then what came out was GOP voted no, voting for the release of the Epstein files. Like, no, the Epstein files, this vote was to see how we're going to deal with this, and the Democrats wanted it dealt with a specific way. The GOP went no, and then what gets out in the public is the GOP says no, Epstein files. So it's a fucking game of chess, much like politics always is. And the media covers certain things certain ways.
Depending on what outlet you're looking at.
Yes. So, again, I see that, I'm like, well played. Well played, Democrats. As they knew exactly. Because most people are not, like, political moguls. They're not politicos. They don't follow it like fucking I do. Like, what do you mean what happened? Oh, fuck me. They care about when they go to the store and shit's expensive. Or when they protest again downtown. Did you see that?
Again?
Yes.
When?
Yesterday.
What?
But they care about...
How do I miss this shit?
They care about clickbait headlines. They care about arguing via memes without any kind of reading or anything. They care about shit like that. They care about what TV shows aren't on. Like, fucking... What is it? The Tonight Show or whatever the hell?
Or Coldplay concerts.
Yeah. That's...
They care about that on the TV.
I don't... Okay, so full stop. Just a segue with that quick. Or a way station, if you will.
Fuck you. They suck.
Why is that blowing up so much?
Because it's a distraction.
That's what... But it's fucking everywhere. It's on my Facebook feed. I'm like, my Facebook feed.
What it is? You know what it is? You know what it is? Here's what it is.
This thing happens...
It's a CEO.
Yeah.
A person in a position of power.
Okay.
Now, do we know all the details of the story?
Nope.
No. We know he is a married man.
Okay.
We know he was put on blast during a concert with another woman in his arms. It's his... He released a statement, very sorry about my behavior, blah, 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 blah. Did he confirm that he's still married? Is he separated? Is she just a friend?
Evidently, she's married too. Evidently, she's like works within his firm,
company,
office, whatever the hell. Like, here's the point. This sort of thing happens, especially with CEOs and shit. This thing happens like every other fucking day. Who gives a shit about this?
Well,
why is this specific one blowing up all of a sudden?
Here's something to consider too. If his behavior was unfaithful, then that's shame on him. Okay, let it drop. Let sleeping dogs lie.
Sure.
Let him and his family, his wife, whatever.
Yeah.
All those people.
Let their significant others laugh all the way to the bank.
Exactly. But here's where my theory comes in. Like, here's where my sort of take comes into play. Like, I've hung out with people where the
I hung out with him. He's a good guy.
I've hung out with somebody where the husband was totally okay with his wife walking through a public place hand in hand with another man. Because this man and this girl, his wife, had grown up together and it was like his little sister. And I'm like, well, I never held my sister's hands in public or kissed them on the lips. That's weird to me. But do we know, is his wife and him in an open relationship? We don't know any of those details.
No, but we do know is how they reacted. Isn't really... That doesn't really speak volumes for what... I understand devil's advocate, but it doesn't really speak volumes for that angle. Because when the guy goes... And then she ducks down. And, no, wait. He ducked down. He ducked down out of fucking camera. And she was like, oh, God. He fucking, like, Mario fucking piped his way out of there. And he was gone. No. World 1, 2. See ya.
Some people, like, for God's sakes, you've seen the TikTok videos of, like, the weird kiss cams and shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's the one where the guy's, like, looking, waiting for it. All of a sudden they go on him. Holds up a sign. My sister. Was that really his sister? Pure black hair, round cheeks, low jawline, pure blonde hair, high cheekbones, angular jawline, two completely different colored eyes. They weren't brother and sister.
Adopted.
Stepsister. Stepbrother.
I'm stuck in the dryer again.
Stepladder. Why are you under me? Oh, no.
Whoa.
So, do we know, like, are they the kind of people? Are they in a relationship? Was it so? Here's the thing to consider. For fuck's sakes, everybody gave a shit about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett.
Mm-hmm.
That's her name, yeah. Alopecia. Jada Alopecia Pinkett Smith.
Wow.
I'm going to get slapped next. So, please do, Will. I will clap those cheeks. Yeah.
He might clap yours.
No, he likes to get clapped.
You've heard the videos, right?
Yeah, he's the one getting clapped in that video.
Either way. Would you look into his eyes if he turned around?
Here comes the man in black. Come in the man in black. Wait, what? Oh, God, no, don't sing to me.
Summer, summer, summertime.
Bienvenidos a Miami. What the fuck? I like pretty girls. You heard that song of his now?
Oh, my God.
Ah. So, yeah, for God's sakes, Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith were in a marriage where she was allowed to sleep with other... Fucking mustache here.
Wow.
She was with another man, and he never did anything, and he was always like, it's okay. I love my wife. She comes home to me every night. It's okay if she goes and gets stuff.
And then look what happens.
Yeah, but still.
Now he's going, here comes a bounce back. You want to bounce back. I'm not really a fan of
I'd
Will
let
Smith
you pull my
anymore.
hair, Will, but I lost it all. It's okay. Plunger.
You got to get the small ones. Like
The kitchen sink one.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. I gotta say a TikTok really fast.
And in regards to all that, like, I don't fucking give a shit.
Yeah, who cares?
I don't understand why anybody fucking cares. Like, what? We have all this other shit. All right, I'm gonna take a Trump line now. It's like we have all this other stuff going on right now, and you're gonna bring up fucking. I don't even remember his name. It doesn't even matter. It's just the guy with the. I just remember the only thing I remember. The only thing I remember is the lady's face when the camera goes up on him. She's like, "What the fuck?" So that's what you would do if you had the thing on her head? Come here for a minute. Didn't they call that rusty trombone or something? No, that's okay. A blumpkin, that's what it is.
Getting a blowjob while taking a shit.
Yeah.
A blumpkin.
Well, you put that on.
What are you doing, Charlie? Trying to unclog the toilet.
Cleaning the pipes.
The polar. Did I ever tell you what a bipolar igloo is?
Anyway, so Trump pivots.
UrbanDictionary.com. Look up an igloo.
Is there a physical copy of Urban Dictionary? There has to be. I wonder.
No. I hope God
You
not.
don't think that somebody...
I hope to God there isn't. Because that's where I learned about an igloo. An igloo is when two guys are 16, or when one guy is 69, blowing a dude, while jerking him off, takes ice cubes, puts them in his mouth.
$14.99 on Amazon if you're wondering.
I want the book. Jerking the dude off, balls are right here, ice cubes in your mouth. You push them into the dude's butthole, and then suck them out. Or you can do a bipolar igloo, which is when two guys are 69 and doing it. And you know the rest.
How many pages is it? Is it used for 12,
do you know what the female version of
272 pages. That's a lot of information.
I think
I might have to add this to my survival kit bag.
I think the female version is called smelter or something like that.
Of course it'd be something difficult.
Where you're eating her out while she's pooping.
What a weird world we live in. That's got to be an Urban Dictionary, right? We should get that and put it right next to the Constitution.
Hold on. We're gonna find out. I have the Urban Dictionary.
Can I go back onto the next?
Yes, please.
Okay. So,
UrbanDictionary.com.
There's.
Why have the book when you can have the app?
Because the book is just. I like tangible things, right? Like the app is nice. The apps. I get the what is it? Whatever. The hazardous material book and everything.
The ERG response.
Yes. But I have like the actual copy, like 2 different versions of it, and I'd just rather have the physical copy. Clearly, look for fucking. But so, re-segueing all the way back to what we were talking about. So yeah, Democrats, well played, whatever. I've had like the last week to kind of think about this whole Trump thing and like his sudden pivot, right? With running on the Epstein, releasing Epstein files, and then suddenly changing course and not.
Man.
What?
My Urban Dictionary app doesn't work anymore. It's because they don't use it anymore.
What?
You can't even find it. It won't work.
The book?
I'm going to need the book.
You haven't been on it in a while, huh? So, did you see the post that Trump put on Truth Social?
No.
The one that he actually got... Hold on a minute. Oh, where is it here? All right, there it is. So he put out a post, I think earlier this week. It might have been last weekend, but we'll say earlier this week, just for sake of argument. And he actually got ratioed, which means like more downvotes than upvotes on his own fucking platform in regards to, yeah. So, trying to find a clear version here. There we go. So he puts, what's going on with my boys, in some cases gals? They're all going after Attorney General Pam Bondi, who's doing a fantastic job, Caps. We're on one team, MAGA, and I don't like what's happening. We have a perfect administration, the talk of the world, and selfish people are trying to hurt it, all over a guy who never dies, Jeffrey Epstein. For years, it's Epstein, over and over again. Why are we giving publicity to files written by Obama, crooked Hillary, Comey, Brennan, and the losers and criminals of the Biden administration, who conned the world with the Russia hoax, with the Russia hoax, 51 intelligence agents, the laptop from hell, and more? They created the Epstein files, just like they created the fake Hillary Clinton, Christopher Steele dossier that they used on me, and now my so-called friends are playing right into their hands. Why didn't these radical left lunatics release the Epstein files? If there was anything in there that could hurt the MAGA movement, why didn't they use it? They haven't even given up on the JFK, John F. Kennedy, or Martin Luther King files. No matter how much success we had, securing the border, deporting criminals, fixing the economy, energy dominance, a safer world with Iran, where Iran will not have nuclear weapons, it's never enough for some people. We are about to achieve more in 6 months than any other administration has achieved in over 100 years. We have so much more to do. We are saving the country and making America great again, which will continue to be our complete priority. The left is imploding. Kash Patel and the FBI must be focused on investigating fraud, voter fraud, political corruption, Act Blue, and the rigged and stolen election of 2020. And arresting thugs and criminals instead of spending months after months looking for nothing but the same old radical left-inspired documents on Jeffrey Epstein. Let Pam Bondi do her job. She's great. The 2020 election was rigged and stolen, and they have tried to do the same thing in 2024. That's what she is looking into as AG, and much more. 1 year ago, our country was dead, and now it's the hottest country anywhere in the world. Let's keep it that way and not waste time on energy on Jeffrey Epstein, somebody that nobody cares about. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Last week, there was a lot to fucking cover. And when we were talking about it, like, as we were talking about it, trying to put things in fucking order in my head, I'm like, fuck, man. But I've had, like, the last week to think about it. And I was like, okay, I had two kind of conclusions I came to. And it wasn't him being in the files. Because like I said in that, if there was anything on him, don't you think the left, and we said it last week, don't you think the left would have fucking come out with it and be like...
Fuck, he said it too in that post.
Yeah, they made up fucking rules to try to put him in prison and shit. It's like, that would have been the most glaring, obvious thing. Yeah, we'll put him... And they were in power, so they could have easily redacted things, deleted things, whatever, and be like, look, it's all Trump, no one else. But they didn't do that. So, during that whole time, it's either Trump is protecting somebody... Maybe in his administration, maybe not. He's not in it, but he knows somebody or people that are, and he's protecting them. So he's trying to divert. Maybe. Or he's using this as collateral, or leverage, rather. Blackmail.
Extortion.
And there's powerful foreign entities, which there are, at least in relation to Epstein. Don't know about any list or anything like that. But they're involved with Epstein's Island and who knows what else. Maybe there's something like that. And Trump is using this list, air quotes, and saying, listen, here's this list. You're on it. I need this from you. And if I don't get it, I have this list. And so, I mean, we've watched him, the Congo thing, and Iran, he dealt with that, and he's done all these things where he's actually, the people like have him up for a Nobel Prize. So, he's doing all this. Maybe that has something to do with it. That's where I was until this post. And in that post, he says a lot of things, but the one thing that doesn't fucking make any sense to me, especially through everything he was running through over the last year in his campaign trail, was he suddenly says the list was the documents were created by Democrats. Like, where the fuck did that come from? Suddenly, no, these documents were all created by Democrats and they're all fake. Like, it's like before the last two, like the two theories I had, kind of like, all right, this is based on everything that was presented to us, and it's like, well, a lot of these moves don't make sense. But it's like, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. But then he starts blaming Democrats. Well, it's like, well, now that makes it look like maybe you are on the list. Why are you suddenly blaming? Oh, everything that's in there is fake. I'm like, fuck, what? Like, where did that narrative suddenly come from?
Far be it from me to play devil's advocate, but
That's all you do in this show.
but maybe he's telling the truth.
I thought that too.
Maybe everything leading up to him becoming the president again was orchestrated. The Democrats, we have files, we'll release them. And he was like, okay, well, I don't have access to that information right now. I have to take them for their word. If I get into office, I'll release those files. Mm-hmm. Gets in the office, everything finally transitions, because it takes 3 to 6 months for everything to finally settle into the new presidency. And he's been getting the ball rolling. What are we, 6 months in, 7 months in? Mm-hmm. It's awfully funny. And then now it's, well, they fabricated it. I can't release what I don't have. They told me. They told everybody. The Democrats lied. This could be a power play for him. Here he is painting this picture. Look, the Democrats lied about everything. I only campaigned on releasing the files because I was under the impression they had the files. I get in and I finally unpack the last box after moving into this brand new home, and guess what's not there? The KitchenAid they promised me.
Right. I think.
See how the Democrats do it?
I think, because like I said, he said, well, this is all fabricated by the Democrats. If that's the case, you should have proof. And if that's the case, prove it. Like transparency. That's what he was talking about all the time. Like he said himself after he became president as well. It's like this administration is about transparency. It's like, cool. If you have proof, if it indeed is fabricated, these cases, files, everything by the Democratic Party, and you have proof of it clearly because you suddenly think that, prove it. Because if they did go in and say it very, like Occam's razor, they went in and they deleted everything that's blue. It's like, oh, it's all fucking Republicans. Like that's a glaring obvious. Like, okay, yeah, sure, Biden or whoever was pulling the strings.
Yeah.
Like, you go in, you see that, and be like, okay, so there clearly was destruction of evidence. Charge them. Bring them in, and then convict them. Because that is destruction of evidence.
But here's the thing. There was all the proof about what Hillary did. Mm. Why isn't she in jail?
Good question. And Trump, that's another foul on Trump. That was a big L in his fucking last time.
Is it really being transparent? Or is the guy like, you know what? I'm telling you how it is. That's all there is to it. I've got more important shit to do. Pay attention to what we're actually accomplishing. We're telling you this is fake. We're telling you they made it up. We're telling you this. We're telling you that. We're just being as transparent with you as we possibly can. We don't want to waste time, investigative hours, dollars, tax dollars. We don't want to waste all the bullshit to prove, to put, would you be, let me ask you a personal question. Would you be satisfied if in a month's time, let's say Trump gets on the air tomorrow and says, hey, we are launching a full-fledged investigation to prove or disprove the existence of these Epstein files. And if we find out that they're fake and the Democrats made it, so be it. Now, at the end of the month, would you, if they sat there and went on stage and said, hey, the investigation proved it was all made up. Democrats lied. No Epstein files. Moving on. Or would you want to see some hey, here's the papers of what we found. Would you take them for their word? Because it's the same thing. They're telling you they found nothing. But now, on the other hand, they're showing you they found nothing.
I'd rather be shown.
But is he not being transparent?
The problem
in both ways.
Here's the problem. All right. So Trump is all about draining the swamp. He's said a whole bunch of things, and he's done a whole bunch of things that are positive too. But the problem is he's in a position of power. He's in government, and everybody across the board, I don't care what political aisle you reside on or what side of the aisle you reside on, you are in government, and at least some part of you, somewhere in your core, you don't trust them because they have broken that trust time and time again, both sides of the aisle, going all the way back, for me specifically, 63 to JFK. From then on, I was like, oh my God, this is glaring. And all the shit's like, and all the documents and everything has been proven and be like, bullshit. And some of it has been needed. Like I said, like, I've said before, the Times Magazine, back in like, what, 42 or 43? I think it was 43. There was an issue of Times Magazine that showed all of our tanks and everything being shipped over to the UK. And it's be like, we're aiding the UK in a war effort against Nazi Germany. They didn't tell you, rightfully so, was no, what we were doing is staging our equipment for us to aid personally in the war against Nazi Germany. But clearly you're not going to put that out there because then Hitler's going to be like, oh shit, there's more people coming. Let's gear up to get ready for a bigger army. They didn't do that, though. They said, oh, no, we're sending our shit over there. So there's some things that, no, you don't want the government to tell you because it's we're strategically lied to, for lack of a better term. But then there's other things where it's like Gulf of Tonkin. There was a fucking fake attack to get us into Nam.
Yeah.
Oh, our boys got sank. It was a submarine that took us down, which never happened. It's complete utter fabrication. It's like we went into a fucking war for no reason.
So, you...
let me finish. So, going back to like, do I want to be told or shown? At this point, with the history, the 70, 80 years of history we have with the government and all the bullshit and crazy stuff they've done, the fuck project was it? The acid... Charles Manson was part of it too.
LSD.
Yeah, project was. I can't even remember the name of the project.
I remember what you're talking about, where they microdosed them.
Yeah, and they were doing shit like that and sending them out and fucking. It's like, let's see what happens. Like they do fucked up shit. With that history, you can say a whole bunch, and fine. But I want to see for myself, and I think I speak for a majority of, especially his base. I speak for a majority of them when I'd be like, that's great, Mr. President, but you have to understand where we, the populace, the voters are coming from. We voted for you to be transparent and to give us the confidence to look at you and be like, no, I believe this guy. And when you go through all this last year, like I've said already, and you say, I'm going to do this, 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 and this, and then suddenly pivot and go, nope, nothing there. To all of us, you just look like the same old bullshit we've dealt with for decades upon decades.
But you're not answering my question.
I forgot what it was.
Is he not being transparent?
I don't know.
If he tells you A plus B equals C, you want to see...
Show your work.
Show your work. You want show your work. So he says A plus B equals C. He tells you this.
Mm-hmm.
But then on the other hand, he's showing you A plus B equals C.
Right.
Is he not being transparent in both facets?
No.
How so?
Again,
there's no difference.
Again, show your work. You're telling me versus showing me.
But no. But what I'm saying is, no, maybe I'm wording it wrong.
Maybe.
Is he not delivering to some form of another what he said he was going to do?
No.
You would not...
He hasn't done anything with Epstein. Like, that's what I mean.
But as of right now, I agree with you. I'm just trying to understand, like if a person says, I'm having a hard time wording it. Oh, God. Brain hurt. So I could sit here all night and tell you how I can run a mile in 6 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you that's the truth.
Okay.
You believe me. So I'm being open and transparent, correct?
Maybe.
About what I can do.
Maybe.
Now
but I don't know that.
But
you tell me.
Okay. So now you see me run a mile in 6 minutes flat.
Yep.
Now you know I backed up what I said.
That guy can run a mile.
Hold on. Now you know I backed up what I said.
All right.
So now I'm being open and transparent, correct?
Yes.
So now, would you expect me to do the same for the next person? Or could I tell them, hey, I can run a mile in 6 minutes?
I think open and transparent we're confusing with proof versus statement. Because open and transparent, if he was to come up to a podium and say, this is what Pam Bondi is currently doing in regards to the Epstein files, instead of just Pam going, they're on my desk, they have to be reviewed. Okay. And then again, Pam going like, no, I looked at them, there's nothing in there. Like, that is open and transparent. What are you doing to look into these? All right, I'm doing this, this, and this. But when he pivots and says nothing, that's another thing. So when he comes out and says, nope, there's nothing in there, that's a claim. But if he shows us, here's what we got, and then we all look, fuck, there's nothing in there. That's proof. That's show your work. It's like So I think during that whole conversation, we both went on a tangent and be like, oh, wait a minute. No, transparency is like, well, how are you doing this?
I guess from my perspective, whether it's a Republican in the office, whether it's a Republican on the stand or a Democrat on the stand or conservative, libertarian, liberal, whatever, doesn't matter what party you affiliate with. I guess if they explained what they've done, and even if they didn't go into 100% detail, even if they just walked me through like, hey, look, we reviewed all the files. This is what we found. There's graphic, detailed images, whatever. We have determined that anybody on the list is not guilty of anything. We cannot release all the files because of due to the graphic nature of the majority of them.
Right.
But we have determined that people on the list are innocent. That to me would be like, all right, I didn't get to see the list, but I know what they did now. They at least showed some effort. Would I have liked to have seen it? Yes. But am I going to lose sleep over it tonight? No.
It's funny that you...
Now, that being said, hold on, really quick before you do that.
Okay, go ahead.
But, that being said, with everything going on the way it is, I agree with you 100%. At this point, I don't trust what's going on. I want to see something. I want to see a paper. I want to see it. If they had reacted differently, I guess if they had engaged this entirely in a more receptive manner, like that interview where he got mad at the reporter for asking about it. Mm-hmm. If he had just said, hey, look, that is a very important issue. I understand. But right now we are dealing with a national disaster. We are helping the people in Texas. That's what we are here to talk about right now. We can discuss that at a further time. Unless you want to answer it now, and that's fine, but right now we're here for this reason. We can discuss that later. If he had said, I think I said this last week during the podcast, if he had said something like that, okay, fine. Let's sleep and dogs lie. I wouldn't, if it came to that point where he's like, hey, look, this is what we did. We didn't find anything. Let it go. Okay, cool. You were cool about it when they pressured you on it. At least you tried. Now you're telling me you're not finding anything.
I couldn't let it go. Like, if he had come out and said, like, listen, we're going to look at this, but we have these things right now that need our attention right now. I think if he had taken that approach on it, a lot of people would have been like, okay, fine. Like, do your thing, but don't forget.
Yeah, and that's where I'm coming from, like, where it's like, okay, look, 6 months down the road, hey, we reviewed everything. We didn't find anything. We can't show you anything because of the graphic nature of it, but it is what it is. I would have been upset because I didn't get to see the physical list, but he didn't forget, and he did deliver. In an essence, he didn't fully deliver, not to the extent of I wanted, but much like Chris Rock said in The Longest Yard, after Adam Sandler asked, what about the love of a beautiful woman? Well, you're going to have to lower your standards on the beautiful part and on the woman part. Did we get laid? Yes. Is it by who we wanted it to be? No. That's a great analogy. Holy shit. Count it. But, going back to what I said before, I got to agree with you. With the way it's being handled, I don't trust it anymore. I need to see the physical proof.
And that's what I'm saying. Like I said, if they had gone and said, like we have this shit to deal with, but we will get back to that, and then they dealt with whatever, I think a lot of people would have been fine with that, and it wouldn't have blown up in their face the way it did. But the fact that he just goes, he didn't even really like...
He seemed almost insulting.
Well, he didn't even come out officially and be like, no, we're moving on. He just fucking basically went and just moved on. And that's where everyone's like, like Pam Bondi, and I think the big thing was Kash Patel and Dan Bongino. For me, was like, the fuck. And even he was like, no, there's nothing there. And a lot of people were like, the swamp got to him. Fuck.
Yeah, no, I speak entirely in a hypothetical, but that's just how I would have approached the situation had it been handled better. That's how I would have been able to approach the situation.
Right.
More receptive to what they would be willing to give us. But they didn't. They didn't handle it right. Sorry, GOP.
So, in response to everything that, like, the GOP said, no, we're not going to, like, largely it said, no, we're not going to release all these. What had happened is this whole thing came from Ro Khanna, Republican Democratic Representative Ro Khanna, District of California. He introduced a bipartisan amendment. This is first he was the one that said release all the stuff the way they did, and they're like, no, we're not going to release all this stuff. Bad actor, right? Well, after what happened is Thomas Massie, Republican, went to Ro Khanna and be like, listen, we have to adjust how we ask for this. So they went through and actually amended it and said, we want to preserve and compile any records related to Epstein and publish them within 30 days. The actual thing was, let's see, amendment of the copy which was obtained. It just shifted up on me. Hey, where'd it go? Stupid Axios. I don't know. I can't find the actual list. There was a list of like everything that they were basically going to include in it. Like we want like possible clientele, like flight logs, like things like that, but exclude anything that would damage victims, surviving victims, that would hurt them, that would hurt any case for them or against whoever. That would do anything like that to where any indecent material would be released, to where anything with victims would not be included. Basically, if you were to take a picture of some heinous act that was happening with underage people and block out the underage and be like,
the girl with his wall blankets going.
Yeah, so everything would be blanked except McMahon. That's what they want to do. They amended it. And Republicans and Democrats alike. And they're like, yeah, we need to do this. I'm like, that's the way it should be fucking done right there. And be like, okay, fine. So we're not going to play this stupid fucking game of like, oh, we want this released. Oh, no, we're not going to do that. Oh, well, we don't want this released.
Fucking genius.
So he's a fucking dictator. He's creating a dictator.
No. You literally just said.
If you're go ahead.
You literally just said a trigger. A good trigger for me.
Oh, I triggered somebody.
In a good way.
Oh, well, that's different.
Aroused, maybe? You aroused me. No,
that's normal.
What if Trump is sitting in the background? Told you I'd get those fuckers to play together well.
It's funny you say that because
all I gotta do is be a dictator and say everything's from China.
Later I said.
And now the Republicans and Democrats, for the first time in how many presidencies, are like, yeah, we need to agree on something.
Yeah.
I agree we need to agree on something. But what do we agree on? I don't know. What do you want to agree on? Fuck.
Well, I thought about it. I'm like, because when this happened, this first thing I thought was like, maybe he's playing 4D chess here. Maybe this is like, I mean, we said before, he's a big ass president, and he just goes like way over here, and everyone's like, what the fuck? And he comes back and like, oh, I see. Maybe this is one of those. I can only hope, because if not, this is fucking, like I said, this is the biggest fumble I think he's done to date. But I don't know.
That would be fun. My phone's gonna ring. Ring. What the unknown number? Hello. Listen, Charles. I just wanted to say, I don't know why he sounds like a fucking weirdo.
Does he have a cold or something?
Yeah, apparently. Just wanted to say, you figured out my plan. I'm just saying, You need to stop talking. I got a picture of your house. Look, I'll send it to you over text.
I'm not there. Well, I mean, that happened before with your Chinese, pop-up lighted tent or whatever it was that caught fire. Remember? Like a month or so ago? You got a phone call like, oh, shit. The toy caught fire. Oh, it's fine.
Oh, yeah.
That was AI. It was like, it knows. I think we were talking about AI when that happened.
Yeah. The toy. But, yeah. What if he's like, they can hate, the people can hate me, but at least the left and the right are playing nice together.
True. So, through all this, and this is like wild, with all the things with Epstein going on here. This is from CNN too. Trump's approval rating
going down.
Look, I think this one surprised me a bit because of all these complaints online going after Trump and the Epstein files. You might think his approval ratings were going down with Republicans. If anything, they're going up. Republicans who approve of Trump, look at our CNN poll. The prior one, 86%. The one out this week, 88% were Republicans. How about Quinnipiac? The prior poll, 87% approve of Republicans. This week out, 90% with Republicans. If anything, Donald Trump's approval rating has gone up since this whole Epstein saga started. He is at the apex, or close there too, in terms of his popularity with Republican voters, Epstein files, complaints, or not.
You just proved that not everything online is real in real life.
Who knew?
Amazing.
Twitter and X are not reality.
Is there any reason that you can find that this hasn't taken hold and hurt him?
Yeah. I mean, on X, all you hear about is the Epstein files. But how about out in the real public? Republicans who said the top issue was Epstein case. The answer is one, and not 1%. One responded. This is a great little finding that Ariel Edwards-Levy, who of course is part of our polling unit, found. Just one single Republican said that the nation's top problem is in fact the Epstein case. Not much of a surprise that therefore Donald Trump's approval rating has not suffered with Republicans because of the Epstein case. Because the bottom line is most Americans say it's not high up on their priority list.
So, again, what I was saying earlier, most people, they care about what's going on at the pump, what's going on at the grocery store. If they're not a politico and, like, paying attention, especially, like, I've been involved, like, I pay attention to the Epstein thing for a long time now. Like, conspiracy theories. Like, I watch, read, listen to a lot of those, like a TV show. I'm like, these are crazy. Like, maybe, and then some of them end up being like, oh, wow. If you listen to Alex Jones, you're like, stop. Too many. This is fucking crazy.
No means no.
But most normal people don't listen to that shit. So when this stuff comes up,
yeah, and then they
have
arrested
no
for
fucking idea.
Grape.
Yeah, grapes, grape salad. I'm tossing my grape salad. But they don't pay attention to stuff like that. Wait, but they don't pay attention. So when you see
what are you doing? Sorry. Total derailment. God.
Yeah, you know.
Swimming under the pressure.
Shooting under the pressure. America can be summed up in one word. There's some things I'm going to miss.
Yeah.
But that was those ratings or those approval ratings was from Republicans. So then I was like, okay, Republicans, of course. So what are the approval ratings?
Across the board, Democrats.
Yeah, I want to know what the voter, or the adult, the American voters' approval ratings are. So I looked them up. So the approval ratings, we'll go back to like, his highest was June 13th to 16th. He had a 46% approval rating, which is pretty good. And it hovered right around 41% from July 10th to 14th, right after this Epstein thing. Approval rating across the board, 40%. Change in approval, +1. It's gone up across the board.
So even Democrats are approving of him.
Well, probably independents. Democrats are all going to look at him like he's fascist, Nazi, Antichrist, whatever. largely.
Yeah. Wow.
So yeah,
40 chess.
maybe. But again, like, and admittedly, like, I make this list like huge in my head because to me, I followed it and it is big. It is like, how can, because what drives me nuts is it's the same story over and over. People in power just fucking are above the law. They just are. But to me, I saw this as like, this is something that, two things. One, this is bigger than your normal, like, money laundering or
Spitzer prostitution.
Yeah, pyramid scheme. It's bigger than any of that. And beyond that, so let's say there is a released list, or they formulate a list. These are the people. Here's the evidence. We have this long list of powerful leaders, tycoons,
international players,
anything. We have them all, like Hollywood, whoever. Yes, we have them. And the court system looks at it, and they do their normal Hollywood business, Washington court thing, and nothing really happens. The difference with this, and I think is huge, is that the court of public opinion, you don't need the justice court, because the court of public opinion would ridicule that. It would torch all their careers in and of itself enough. Because everybody now would look at them and be like, that's what they did. Now, if you go out and do something like that, and then you're out in public around this area, what the fuck do you think is going to happen to you? Now you put that on a national scale. I think that's why, to me, this is so big. That's why it has to come out. Yeah, sure. Washington's not going to do shit. Of course not. They never fucking do. They might go, all right, you're going to serve 6 months in correctional facility.
You're going to serve 6 months at a day spa every other day.
Yeah, where their
happy ending massage.
Where their jail cell is like the size of my fucking house. And be like, there's your pool. You have rec time from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. After that, you got to be inside. You can't watch the Daily Show.
Lights out! Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Yeah. Well, that's what it'll be, right? But the court of public opinion, that's different. You can't get away from that. That's why I want this to come out so bad. That's why I want this whole thing to be exposed so bad. But I just said, like, the TV thing, and, like, Steve Colbert, his show, after next year. And everyone that watches it, we all know who they are. Everybody that watches it is all like, this is because of Trump. We're becoming like North Korea. And so this morning, I did my thing. I did a little bit of research because they're merging. And it's like, okay, why is it? Because everyone says, well, it's Trump. Trump wrote a letter, a strongly worded letter, and now Colbert's show's getting taken off. I'm like, doesn't seem right, but okay, let's see. So I did a little bit of research, and they are merging with Skydance company. In that merger, one, even though they said, oh, the show's earned a whole bunch of good ratings, they've made a lot of money, in actuality, no, they haven't. They haven't been able to keep an audience. Podcasts are getting more ratings or better ratings than they are. Okay. And it's because they were hemorrhaging so much money, largely, CBS as a company, they ended up merging with Skydance. Skydance is owned by Ellison's. It's like Jeffrey Ellison and his son, or Jeffrey is the son, one or the other. Jeffrey's his own son. I don't know. It's one of those weird things. Uncle, Grandpa. So the Ellisons are the ones who in Skydance have majority control. They have say in what stays and what goes within CBS. So now that they own it, because I wonder, like, okay, with the merger of Skydance and CBS, who has majority control of whatever thing that's going to be? And it's Skydance, the Ellisons. So I looked, and it was their call. They have a 70% like voting power within that whole thing. It's like, so basically, they fucking run the show. Jesus. What they want and don't want goes. They're the ones that made that call. Has nothing to do with Trump. Now, don't tell them that, because that doesn't fit the fucking like story. The
narrative.
Oh my God, we're fucking becoming Russia. I was like, we're not even close to that. So I did research and then chimed in, like I do. And I go, well, actually, it has nothing to do with Trump. It has everything to do with Skydance and the Ellisons. Just 2 minutes of research and understanding the way mergers work. You would have answered your own question.
All right. Yeah, that makes sense.
And, like Jimmy Fallon's like, oh, CBS, you bunch of assholes. I'm like, maybe Jimmy Fallon has to do some research.
Has what?
Jimmy Fallon has to do some research. Because even he's like, this is because of Trump. It's like, well, fucking course it is. They're going to go down with the ship sinking in water. Be like, Trump.
You're gonna grow old and you're gonna have babies. I promise, Jack. I promise, Jimmy. Trump.
Trump, I'm going to vote for him.
There's enough room on the door. Yeah. You can get between Trump and me. Not enough room.
Cold. Yeah. But so that's all my thoughts. That's my, I think, more condensed and organized thoughts compared to last week with this whole Epstein thing.
Yeah.
Especially with the new things coming out. Last week, I was like, oh, there's so much fucking shit.
There's news everywhere. Oh, no.
Pickles.
Do I say it's asparagus?
But, so yeah, that's where we are with Trump. Did you hear about the live action Zelda?
Yes. And Mortal Kombat 2 coming out.
I saw you sent me that, and I saw it yesterday.
I love that guy too. He's an amazing actor.
And I was
playing
like,
Luke Cage.
And I saw it, and I'm like, well, it's cool. They're doing Mortal Kombat 2, and Baraka's in it. Who was in Baraka was debuted in Mortal Kombat 2. I'm like, the first one, I'm like, it was a better structured movie than the original Mortal Kombat in '95. I thought it was well done. It was better. '95 is a better guilty pleasure movie. Like, it's fucking bad, but it's awesome. It's just fucking bad. You can't. Reptile. How about the sequel with Motaro?
Motaro. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
That was the goofiest fucking centaur I've ever seen. That was a centaur that made the ones that were on Hercules' legendary journeys look fucking badass. That centaur is fucking stupid as shit.
No, if you actually look at the video game character, it was pretty much like that. If you were...
Here's a comparison.
Same to me.
Bye.
Fuck you.